From Azul Cosmetic Surgery and Medical Spa, Dr. Patrick Flaherty wants to meet you. He's got a couple seminars coming up. Here are the details. First one is coming up on May 12th. This is going to be 6 p.m. He's got two offices. This one is going to be at his Fort Myers office. He does like for you to call and make a reservation so he knows that you're coming. And then coming up on May 19th, there's going to be one in his Bonita Springs office. This also at 6 p.m. But again, that's going to be at his Bonita Springs office. And there is the number to call and make a reservation. In the meantime, here's what he wants to talk with you about this morning. From Azul Cosmetic Surgery and Medical Spa, we are so happy to welcome back to the show this morning Dr. Patrick Flaherty. Good morning.
Good morning, Carly.
We're going to talk about something pretty cool this morning, which is pretty cool at your office over the last several years. Cool sculpting.
Yes.
Which is a pretty a nifty kind of thing that people are going crazy about. It's getting some great results, right? People are loving it, and there's a new way you're able to use it now. But tell us a little bit about what cool sculpting is.
Yeah, so cool sculpting is really an amazing advancement technologically, because we can now shrink fat, or not just shrink it, but eliminate fat non-surgically through freezing. It's fat freezing.
Amen.
Yes, yes. So where before you'd have to have surgery like liposuction, now you can actually just freeze the problem areas and you'll shrink the fat down. 20 to 25% of the fat that's frozen, and it takes 1 hour to do, will disappear over the next 2 to 3 months. So it's really remarkable.
Wow. Does it come back?
It doesn't, because you're actually destroying fat cells. So the key is when you freeze fat, you'll trigger some of those cells to die, and then they'll just be resorbed by your body. So it's very elegant, but it doesn't damage the skin or the muscles or the nerves, which is the key.
Wow, talk about an advancement in technology.
Yeah.
I love it. So it's over the last couple of years, where have you been able to get this procedure done?
Right, so it was FDA approved originally for problem areas around the waist, like lower abdomen and flanks. But we've been using it, back of the arms. Any fat that you can pinch around your body that's excessive, you can treat.
And now you have a new panel that you were able to use to hit a new popular spot where we'd like to erase or freeze some of that fat. And it's kind of on the back thigh area. And
yeah, so the thigh has always been a problem area, and patients have requested that, but we didn't have the right tool for the job. But now they have these panels, and you can see, here's an example. So the panel doesn't actually pinch the skin, it just rests against that area, and it freezes for 2 hours, because you have to do a little more freezing since you're not pinching it and getting the it takes a little while to freeze the tissue, and then massage it out. And you can see here 16 weeks later what a nice improvement that's gotten. And so the panel can be used for outer thigh and inner thigh, and any of these areas where we can't pinch the tissue, we can use this panel. And that's really a nice advance, because it works really, really well. It's just a matter of being able to access these individual body areas.
Well, and talk about, because that was 16 weeks after, how many procedures or how many times do you generally have to do this for a particular area?
Yeah, so it depends on how much fat you want to reduce, of course, and that's where a consultation comes in. But the average patient will do probably 8 treatments, because they'll want to treat either one area twice and then move to an adjacent area, or just multiple areas.
And then who is the ideal patient for this, realistically? I mean, is it somebody, I'd imagine that it's not somebody that needs to lose, 100 pounds or something like that, but it's maybe for some of those tougher areas? Right.
I think the key is the best patient is somebody that's, in good shape and eats well and is, working out and just has problem areas that they can't lose weight. It doesn't matter how much you work out. Sometimes it's hard to lose the weight in the love handles or the lower abdomen. So if you have these small pockets and you're doing your best to stay fit and trim, then it really works great, because it can just sculpt away those areas and really improve the contour.
I love it. Now, when you say words kind of like freeze, and you were talking about the equipment not being able to pinch or what, let's talk about pain. Is there much pain associated with this?
No, not really. I've had several treatments just on the lower abdomen.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody in my office has had multiple treatments.
Of course they have.
Yeah, the girls are competing to see who can do the most. But there really isn't much discomfort with it. I mean, it's non-invasive. There's no injections. When it freezes, there's a little bit of discomfort, because it's like, pinching. There's an intense suction with it. With the new panel, of course, there's no suction because it's just applied to the skin. So I think as the company develops new applicators and treatments, I think the discomfort will even be less. But it's very minimal, and afterwards there's no downtime. You have a little bit of swelling and a little bit of tiny bit of soreness and numbness in the area, which can last up to a couple of weeks. But you can.
But we can deal with that if we're erasing some of those pounds and inches and erasing those fat cells.
You can work out the next day or even the same day. So there's really no restriction in activity. That's the beauty of it. You know, there's no surgery, no sedation, no injections, no downtime. You know,
that's perfect.
And it's nice, and it just melts away.
Well, as we close here, this is just one of the many things that you're able to offer at your office. Best thing to do, you kind of mentioned it, come in for a consultation.
Absolutely. And Cool Sculpting, we have our PA and nurse practitioner both do a lot of Cool Sculpting every day. They're running the machines. And so one-on-one consultation is really important for that because we're all different shapes and everybody has different goals. And
do you do this at both offices
as well?
We
do. We have machines in Bonita and in Fort Myers, so we do it at both offices, yes.
Perfect. Well, Dr. Patrick Flaherty, thank you so much for being here this morning. We love having you here. We love that you're able to offer this technology here in Southwest Florida, and we hope people take advantage of it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Carly.
All right, for more on Dr. Patrick Flaherty and what he does at his office, just head to our website, fox4morningblend.com.
And we also love that he has great special offers. He's got two that he wants to tell you about this morning. First, for this month, you can get $100 off of Botox products and fillers with nurse injector Britton Stein. There is the number to take advantage of that. And then the second one is for Mother's Day, which of course is coming up, and you can get 15% off gift cards. So you buy a $100 gift card, and then you get $15 for free, a total of $115 to spend. So again, there is the number to take advantage of those Mother's Day gift cards.
And coming up next, how a few Nobel Prize nominees are advocating for children in need and what you can do to help too.